Hi, welcome to the Jaguar workshop with a Save Sob sign-in. That's a remnant of my wife and my visit to Detroit when we were trying to convince GM to save Sob instead of getting rid of him. Well, over here is my workbench. It's a bed, but I have an old Volvo advertisement, it looks like. Yep. And in front of me is the fan that I bought off of eBay that doesn't work for a 1990 Jaguar XJ40. Now, this is what it would look like if you were sitting in the passenger front seat. That's how it's mounted on the vehicle, on the firewall. Over here is the where the air blows out into the center section. Right there, there is it's like a pressure bellows. I don't know what the proper term is. It has a rod that goes all the way up here. And then when you turn that, you see how that door opens? It lets in perhaps fresh air? I'm not sure. And then here's another, I don't know if you can tell in the darkness, but right here is an opening, I think, where the fresh air comes from. Yes, because this one would be inside the passenger compartment. All right, so when we open it up, the way that you do open it up if you're trying this for yourself is these two pieces right here. There are multiple places where these two tabs go together with a little spring clip. It's usually mounted like that, and you just use a screwdriver or your finger to pull it back. Inside are a couple interesting things. One of the first things I noticed was these relays right here. Two different sites I've looked at. One of them had them for $16 each, another one for $54. I imagine I'd go with the cheaper one, but Napa usually has things like this pretty handily, readily available. I think last time I looked for other relays that I needed, they were $10 or less. Here is the fan motor. There are 3 bolts that hold the fan motor in place, and there is I think it's like a 3/8 inch wrench, and on this side has a 10 millimeter. Don't ask me why, but that's how we got it loose enough to take this thing off. Now, underneath this piece is the motor connected to the squirrel cage fan. You can see this one had a lot of debris inside of it, and it's very difficult to move the fan. I can't even move it with just a finger. I'm not going to try it since I'm holding the camera, but that's what it looks like inside. So my next step for this fan is to take it to someone who can rebuild it, because a rebuilt unit, this whole thing, costs over $500, and I'm not willing to spend that right now. So maybe I'll get the 2 relays, have the motor rebuilt, and we'll go from there.